Slide 1. Title slide: The evolution of tax law in Indonesia. From colonial times to the modern era, this presentation traces Indonesia's tax system's transformation from its colonial origins to the present day. We will explore how the nation's tax laws have adapted to a growing economy and modern society. Slide 2. Tax law in the colonial era, Dutch East Indies. The colonial government established a tax system primarily focused on extracting revenue from the Indonesian population. Land tax. One of the earliest forms of taxation was a land tax, requiring farmers to pay a portion of their harvest to the colonial authorities. Trade taxes. Import and export duties were also implemented, allowing the Dutch to control trade and increase their revenue. Slide 3. Post-independence tax reforms streamlining the system. After Indonesia's independence, the government initiated a comprehensive overhaul of the tax system to align it with the country's new economic and social priorities. Expanding the tax base. Reforms aimed to broaden the tax base, making the system more equitable and inclusive for all citizens. Slide 4. Tax law in the New Order era, centralized control. The Suharto regime consolidated power, leading to a centralized and bureaucratic approach to tax administration. Increased revenue. The government focused on maximizing tax revenue to fund its ambitious development programs. Modernization efforts. Attempts were made to modernize the tax system, but progress was hindered by political and economic challenges. Slide 5. Tax law reforms in the reform era, democratization. The fall of the Suharto regime ushered in a period of greater transparency and accountability in tax administration. Tax amnesty. The government introduced a tax amnesty program to encourage voluntary compliance and bring in previously undeclared assets. Technological advancements. The modernization of tax systems through digitalization and e-filing has improved efficiency and reduced opportunities for corruption. Slide 6. Harmonizing tax laws with international standards, global integration. Indonesia has actively participated in international tax initiatives to align its laws and regulations with global best practices. Base erosion and profit shifting. BEPS. Efforts have been made to address BEPS and prevent multinational companies from avoiding taxes. Automatic exchange of information. Indonesia has signed agreements to facilitate the automatic exchange of financial information with other countries. Slide 7. The role of technology in tax administration, modernization, e-filing. The implementation of e-filing and electronic tax payment systems has streamlined the tax filing process. Data analytics. Advanced data analysis tools have enhanced risk assessment and improved tax compliance monitoring. Process automation. Automation of routine tasks has increased efficiency and reduced the potential for human error. Slide 8. The future of tax law in Indonesia, enhancing compliance. Continued efforts to improve tax compliance through taxpayer education and responsive enforcement. Expanding the tax base. Targeting the informal sector and exploring new revenue streams to fund the country's development needs. Embracing innovation. Leveraging emerging technologies to further streamline tax administration and enhance taxpayer experience.